Hey listeners, Kenneth Frankley here. I just wanted to quickly mention that we had some audio difficulties during the taping of this episode, so there might be little stretches of time where you can't hear me so well or you can't hear Rory so well. It gets better, especially towards the end, and these things happen. I apologize. But we've got a great show. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks. Doing my Drake.
Can I tell you that the roller coaster still gets me every time? Whoa!
Matthew just found his he samples people like kids playing in a playground.
Oh,
it's like kids giggling and like wow, and that's in the
Is it really?
the opening track? Yeah, I forget. I think he must have been going through his computer or his phone or something. Oh, he was going through. We use an application or a Chrome extension called Pocket to like save this for later so I can read it later. Mm-hmm. Like save a website or da-da-da. And he had saved the website with those audio files. So he was going through and cleaning up his Pocket and he found those files. Oh. So he's playing the kids like, yeah, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, that's in your theme song. Okay, well.
Creepy as fuck.
Creep. Recognize creep. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kenneth Frankley. I am your host, Kenneth Frank, and I want to have sex with men and women I haven't met yet. I am joined, as always, by my lovely and talented co-host, Rory. How are you, Rory?
I'm good.
Didn't that sound like Entertainment Tonight?
It totally did.
Hard-hitting news.
Oh, my God.
I used to watch the shit out of that. It
Seriously.
was pre-TMZ,
yeah.
Before Harvey Levin ruined. Although, you know what? Like, the most yin and yang thing about my entire life, other than my everything, is that Harvey Levin is the devil and runs TMZ and is like the drolls of pop culture and what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
However, he also is basically the producer of The People's Court, which is my number one favorite TV show of all time, and he still does like the commentary in between commercial breaks and stuff. He still does that.
Wow.
So
he's stretched thin, huh?
Yeah, he does not have my heart with TMZ, but he does have it with The People's Court. Remind me not to tell you about the time that I dreamt about Marilyn Milian and I finger banging in my car. Have we talked about
who was that?
The judge.
You just told me not to remind you, but guess what? Did I ever tell you about that? Let me tell you about that if I haven't.
I will not be telling you about it.
Oh my God.
I basically just did. She's the judge on The People's Court. She's been the judge for like 20 years.
Short brown hair. Medium.
Shoulder length. It's it's like brownish, reddish.
Okay.
She's Latina.
Oh, no, I don't know who she is then.
God, I love her.
Okay.
I mean, obviously. Wow, we're off to a very I
was going to say, hold on.
Bye start.
You want to sleep with women you haven't met yet?
Clearly that's a quote.
Okay.
Listeners, thank you as always for joining us. I was quoting.
Please explanatory.
I will. Jumping right into the hot topics.
Yeah.
Come out wherever you are. It feels like the boys are coming out as bisexual. This week, 2 male quote unquote pop stars, depending on who you ask, have released lyrics that suggest a bisexuality, if you will. The first of which, we'll start with the guy who no one really cares about, Mike Posner.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him from...
If he could write you a song to make you fall in love.
If I could write Cooler Than Me. I think it was called Cooler Than Me.
Yeah.
And then like 5 years later, more recently, he had that song that's like, I took a pill in Ibiza and showed Avicii I was cool. It was another big radio hit.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Yeah.
techno-y. So he's getting paid, 30 years old. Apparently, he alluded to having a romantic interest in both men and women.
Cute.
I will not be plugging his book, even though it is called Teardrops and Balloons. It's like a jewel book of poetry. You know, what was her poetry book called? Like All the Night's Men or something like that. All the King's Men. The Knights and the Horses.
I don't know, but I just remember Kurt.
Golden Horses in the Night.
Oh my God, no! What was his name? Kurt Loder, like calling her out about using the word casualty incorrectly.
That is true. Yeah, he really dragged the shit out of her. Creative license, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
also it's not good poetry.
It's not. Yeah, that's not the. Yeah, okay.
If
whatever.
that was his one gripe with that, I mean,
right? Like, well, pick and choose your battles. The whole thing sucked. Why didn't you call that out?
Right.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
It really wasn't good.
Yeah.
I can remember the cover. It's black and white background, and she's looking also. I feel like it was called like, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Dreams like
I think it was.
silent.
Yeah, I think it was called like "Fucked by a Horse" or something.
Oh well, if I knew that, I would have bought it.
Yeah. She didn't actually fuck a horse. It's called poetry. Mike Posner, on the other hand,
Creative license.
He apparently sings or writes about wanting to have sex with men in a poem titled "A Song with Pitbull." the lyrics.
How fitting. Mr. Worldwide, who doesn't want that shit, right?
Dale. We probably haven't talked about this. I think Pitbull is like so hot. The way that he wears his pants. We've talked about, I think on the very first episode, we talked about how Shia LaBeouf wears his pants like dick first.
Yes.
Pitbull wears a very different type of pant, but he also wears his dick first. He wears a very tailored pant.
Yes, he does.
And they're very skin tight.
Yes.
And everything just sort of gets girdled up right into his bulge, and everything just wants to pour out of there.
Huh.
And I just cannot stop looking at that man's bulge. I'm a bulge hunter for Pitbull. I think he's so hot. And I think Maura told me for one of the Kiss concerts where here in Boston, you know, they have like the Jingle Ball or the radio iHeart sponsored.
Yeah.
Someone had backed out, like the headliner had backed out, and Pitbull.
Oh, I remember this. He like stepped in and was just like, "Hey, I'll do it."
Like took his private jet from Florida and was here that night. Dale. He's gorgeous. Anyway, Mike Posner's lyrics are, quote, "I want to have sex with men and women I haven't met yet," which is why I said that.
All right. Good for him.
If it was Pitbull Girl, I'd be having sex with him too.
Right. Yeah, seriously.
I cannot blame you, Henry.
Well, I mean, he seems like a small man too, though, right? He's tiny, right?
Yeah, he's probably compact. I don't know his height.
I still think he would make me feel like a woman.
Oh, he would.
Yeah.
My cervix would be quivering.
Yeah, right?
Is the cervix inside?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's like the doorway of the... It's like if the vagina is the moat, that's the drawbridge.
Got it. I actually still don't understand vaginas.
It's a very, very mysterious, cruel,
we don't
organ.
go down there. It's like in Snow White where she's like, ha, 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 ha. The vagina would sing back to me, ha, 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 ha. Like in harmony, like so close yet so far.
Yeah, right.
Am I the vagina?
If you believe it, you'll become it.
Believable, achievable, controllable.
Totally.
The other bisexual pop star, allegedly, probably arguably a more pertinent pop star of the day, is Mr. Harry Styles from One Direction.
Oh.
Was playing a concert this month, and the lyrics of a new song seem to align pretty directly with the LGBT community.
Yeah.
He was in Paris, and one of the songs he sings, quote, "The boys and the girls are here. I messed around with him, and I'm okay with it." Fans are hailing it as a bisexual anthem.
And are they okay with it?
I should hope so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, consensual bisexual sex, Harry. Get it, girl. I don't like your haircut. I do think that your image is a little misguided. I think he's going for like a young Mick Jagger or something, but he's not that. He also... No shade.
Was there ever a young Mick Jagger, though?
No, Mick Jagger fully
was
landed
always
here at like
60.
85.
Yeah. like a young Mick Jagger is 60.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And wrinkled and raisined.
He started as a California raisin.
And just still all lips.
Now he's Smucker's Jam. 104 years old, ladies. It's like on
So
the
sweet.
the Today Show.
Yay!
We're celebrating Ethel's 189th birthday.
Yeah, right?
Sponsored by
God.
Smuckers. That is. Mick Jagger
Today
is
Show or something?
I think
One
so.
of those like morning news shows.
Yeah, I think it is.
That like I just miss when I'm walking out the door at 9:15.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like Kathy and Hoda are already drunk. Matt Lauer's
How do
gone.
I get that gig?
We're working on it right here, I think.
I know, but like I want to do this in the morning.
Ugh,
I say morning like this, like with air quotes. By morning, I mean like 11 and
Right.
still appealing to the masses.
Brunch podcast. Oh my God. That would be fun. We'll rebrand Kenneth Frankly as a brunch podcast.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
We'll do brunch like every other Saturday.
Yeah.
And have Bloody Marys, mimosas.
Or we could do, you know how they do like jazz brunches? We could do like a pod brunch where like
I love that.
people go to brunch and then we're doing the pod. And we
open mic night, basically.
Yeah.
Open mic brunch.
brunch. Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do
And we just can like consistently go like, what are all these people doing here? What the fuck?
That's so fun. I wonder if we could do like an open brunch here and have people like roll through, like friends, close. You know what I mean? I don't want any like ales. Moving right along, Rihanna has called for the expiration of Snapchat.
Oh, thank you.
And the stock market seems to agree. Snapchat stock has dropped 4% since they've received all this backlash. You heard about this, yes?
I did. Well, yeah, I heard like snippets, but can I just say like, thank you for the public service?
Yes. Fuck Snapchat. The
Really?
kids don't even.
Thank you.
Well, I also heard that Kendall Jenner was like, I don't use Snapchat anymore, and they lost like $1 billion.
I thought it was Kylie, and she was just like,
Oh, Kylie.
like,
See,
what
they're
do you
all the
guys
same.
think about Snapchat? Yes, no,
Yeah.
huh?
What?
I'm looking down in a picture.
I'm hiding my baby.
I know, right?
Is she the one
Have
that
you
had
seen
the
this
baby?
baby yet?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Her
Yeah.
baby's just for her. I want
Yeah,
her baby to
well,
end up being like, psych, it was a jar of pickles.
Seriously, right? Yeah.
Also, if I were pregnant and
Or I was in rehab for 9 months. Sorry.
Sorry. No, I don't get that from her. I don't think any of them actually want to improve themselves in any way. I don't think she has
No,
drug
just physically.
abuse.
Physically.
Oh, right.
No. I know. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that like, what else are you going to do for 9 months?
Right.
In secrecy.
Sure, I got you.
Yeah.
Like other than
Blanket
get
statement. Yeah.
a nose job, maybe.
Yeah, or a few, maybe. I mean,
you
9
get
months is
a
a long time. You could get a couple nose jobs and like recuperate, I think, during that time.
Yeah, I think you're right. Can you get a nose job when you're pregnant? Probably not.
I don't think they'd want you to go under general anesthesia.
But the Kardashians do it.
I know, yeah. And also they've got special doctors.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're fine.
Yeah, doctors to the rich.
Yeah.
Much different than
Maybe she got
your
the
regular
nose.
MD.
She got the nose job upon insemination, and then was like, okay, now I'm healing and hiding.
Right?
Yes, honey.
Yeah. Hey, why not?
2 birds, 1 stone, honey.
Yeah.
Buy it on iTunes. Shout out Trixie Mattel. All Stars 3 spoiler. Do you know who won?
I think I do based on what you just said.
Oh, are you sure though?
Well, you said Trixie, so is it Trixie?
It's Trixie Mattel.
Yay!
Sorry.
She's super talented.
She-
I love her.
So I've got to say, it's not right, but it's okay because Shangela
Killed
did
it.
The thing, like
Did she?
beginning to end,
And also,
amazing.
she's more like a classic drag queen too. Like Trixie is over the top cartoony, which is its own art form, of course, right? But like
She's also funny as hell.
she
And her
is and talented. She is extremely talented. Like the singing, the guitar, or she does banjo, right?
She does it all: harpsichord, guitar.
Right?
She's super talented. I mean, country
I'm not into
music's
country
not my
thing.
thing.
Exactly, yeah. But like I could still appreciate the talent.
When I saw her live, I was like, "Oh, she can actually play music. She's a musician."
Right?
Funny as hell. And
I
the
say
looks on All Stars that she pulled were amazing. She
Really?
looked great. Yeah, she looked great.
I didn't watch this season.
That's fair. A lot of people are
There's
disappointed
a
with it.
piece of me kind of dying inside because of it. But like, I live with a heterosexual boy now,
hetero.
and it's really
A hetero.
Like, our common ground is CNN, which is fucking sad.
CNN, not even MSNBC.
No, yeah.
Who's
no.
on CNN? Anderson Cooper. He's single now.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Who is he dating?
I think he's dating a new guy, but I think they were married.
Were they?
Yeah, but
Well, that's sad. Does he have kids?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's hot.
He is. The best thing is like the Anderson face when he is listening to someone responding, and he just looks like he's boring holes in their bodies with his fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
he's waiting to rip them apart.
oh,
Most of the time.
completely.
Yeah.
Completely. No, but no, I just say, like, that's just like, we know what channel it is. It's 202. It's easy to remember. So it's just the go-to.
Something to put on.
Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know the channels. I don't know the numbers. I don't know.
That's kind of part of why we canceled cable, which is like
Yeah.
so stupid as someone who is basically paying attention to pop culture all the time.
Yeah.
But
You miss
we
the
just,
commercials, man. They're great.
and yeah, oh yeah, that's what I miss the most.
Uh-huh.
No, I feel like we would just turn it on and like when we get home and it just became this like
Oh, it's the boob tube.
attention suck.
Oh, it totally is.
Especially with the talking heads and politics the way they are.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God, it's
I need to
ridiculous, and it's
control
the
my
same
exposure to it.
shit every 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute cycle.
Couldn't do it.
It's a 10-minute news cycle now. Like they say, the 24-hour news cycle. Like, no, it's 10 minutes now. Especially with this freaking administration that's in office right now. It's just like everything is just thrown at you, and it's rapid fire, and then you're just hearing everyone's opinions, and it's the same opinions over and over and over again, and then literally the show ends, right? It's like an hour, these hour shows, and then the next one picks up and it's like breaking news, and it's like, well, it was like, that's what they were just talking on the last one. Like,
I've been here.
It's
for
not
this.
that breaking. Fine, whatever you say, whatever you want. Fine.
Yeah, I can't miss me. It couldn't be me.
DirecTV is up in May for us, and I cannot wait to get rid of it, and I don't know what we're going to do. We tried out Sling TV. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah. Did you like it?
I did.
Didn't have enough of what you wanted.
No, I liked it. Of course, so they give you a free week trial, and they give you the full suite when you do the full week, because it's totally a la carte, right? There's like 2 major packages, and then there's some like supplemental packages that you can choose. I think I was going to be all for it until we had a snowstorm, and the reception was so bad that I'm
You're
like,
fuck this.
yeah, like,
Where are the bunny ears?
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could deal with that if it was cutting out that much.
No, we are just Netflix and Hulu, and Matthew has Shudder for his horror movies.
Yeah. Is that specific for horror?
Yeah, it's like a channel just for horror.
Oh, okay.
And then I think we have Vudu. We stole someone's password for Vudu, but they
Yeah.
have Drag Race the next day on Vudu.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's we have Netflix and Hulu stolen from a friend. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, totally.
That's modern communism right there.
Yeah, right?
So All Stars 10
Victory
is
Garden.
starting.
Modern Victory Garden.
So the other
Quilter
thing,
set girl. I sew a patch and then I watch Hulu.
wow, I'm feeling very red. It's a red state,
Oh, God.
communist state.
Yikes.
Yeah, All Stars. I love Trixie, so I'm happy she won.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are disappointed with it because the big twist of the season was that they bring all the eliminated queens back, Survivor style, to vote their favorite people into the top 2. So even though Shangela fully was hands down the best competitor throughout the entire
Trixie
season,
was like Miss Congeniality, so she won.
kind of. And
Yeah.
I mean, also low key, like I feel like Thorgy's the only person. So
I hate her.
I used to love Thorgy. I thought she had kind eyes, but especially on All Stars, she became very unpleasant.
Really?
But so
Cutthroat?
the way they did it was like the eliminated queens got to pick 2 people for the top 2. Their first pick would get 2 points. Their second pick would get 1 point, and then accumulate those points. Whoever has the most points, top 2 get to go.
Okay.
So Shangela only got 1 point. She got a second vote from one person, and I forget who, which is like not fair. Kennedy Davenport got the most out of everyone.
Yeah.
Which she's very talented. She was fun. She's just, to me, not up to the same caliber as the
Shangela
other
or-
3. Shangela. It should have been Shangela and Trixie.
So
top 2.
So okay, hold on. It wasn't a regular top 3 right now. What it sounds like, right?
It was top 4,
Okay.
and then the eliminated queens get to pick the top 2 from that.
So the other 8, was it? They started with 12.
I can't remember. I think it was only 10. So I think
Really?
7 girls come in. No, it was 6 girls come in.
Really?
Maybe it was 11. But
So Shangela, Trixie, Kennedy, and
Bibi Zahara Benet, Cameroon. We
Okay.
talked about her last week.
Yes.
And she got the exposure she never got because she was on season 1 before people,
Right.
except for me,
Before there was
were watching.
when there was Vaseline on the lens
and
of
it
the
was,
camera.
It was on logo. I don't know if HD was even around really yet the way it is now. So
Yeah.
HD became like a requirement for broadcasting at some point. I think this might have been before that.
Okay.
For the finale of BB season when she won, I dressed up in full drag, and I was also like 22 and broke as fuck. And so
You must have looked gorgeous.
honey.
Let me tell you.
Thrift store, honey.
I'm
Honey.
every woman. It's all in me.
Every drag you want done badly. I'll do it
Cocaine.
naturally. Yeah. So I went to the thrift store and I was like, I have $15. What can we do here? And so I looked far and wide. First of all, bitch, 10 years ago especially, it's not easy on a budget to find a pair of heels
That fit.
in a women's 15 or something. No, what's a men's 13 in women's?
15.
15. I finally found a pair of heels. I looked at them. I was at like a Goodwill. I looked at them. I said,
They were actually horse shoes. They were hooves.
They were-
No.
I picked them up. I said, that's a big girl. like,
Damn.
I want to know where these shoes have been.
She's all woman.
How did I
Holy
find them?
shit.
But more importantly, how did they find me?
Yo, seriously. Do you still have them?
No, girl. No.
Why not? Why
Because
would
they were
you keep
hideous and
that?
like they fell apart and they were not comfortable. And like, how often do I do drag?
I don't know. I just still want to see you in heels.
And they were not cute. They were like chunky monkey. They were like silver. Yuck.
They sound awesome. I'm sorry. They sound like something I'd wear today.
They were hideous.
Have you seen my purse?
I know, girl. I love a metallic, but yes, that is adorable.
I know, right?
Who is it? Nicole Miller?
No, Mark Jacobs.
No, excuse me. Yeah. So
king.
I did drag for
Hot second.
the finale,
I remember that. I remember you sending pictures.
but I fully looked like a Swedish school marm from the 70s. Like,
Oh, yeah.
nasty blonde wig. I was wearing this weird like robe. It was not good. Really not good.
You were wearing my outfit right now.
You're like,
Literally.
that is exactly what I'm wearing.
If I could live in a robe, though, I totally would. Like, I
me
am a
too.
fan of a luxurious robe.
I love a robe.
Seriously.
Pro tip, that's a great gift for basically anyone. Just
Oh
buy them a
my
robe. It's one of
God.
those things that no one will ever buy for themselves, but will be
Yeah.
so happy to get. It doesn't even have to be expensive.
No.
Like, just get a robe. Dua
Yeah.
Lipa in that New Rules video, those
Yeah,
robes are
right.
like $30.
One. Buy one robe.
4. That's the percentage of stock that Snapchat lost when Rihanna called them out.
Speaking of.
$800 million, I want to say.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
I mean, they weren't actually making money yet.
Listeners, if you
right?
didn't hear about it, I mean, they have a ton of money for some reason, but
But, because they had the IPO and like people bought stock, but like, are they making money?
oh yeah, probably not. I don't think so.
I don't
No.
know. I don't think so.
That's the thing. You get all this you got all these users and you have all these eyes, but
yeah, but what are they looking at?
Advertising? How much money could there fucking
No.
really be in advertising?
I know,
on an
right?
app, really?
Yeah,
I can't,
exactly.
whatever. I don't know anything about that. Anyway,
Monetize that shit.
right?
Come on.
If you can't monetize, you got to rethink your
Yeah.
shit. Thanks,
You gotta
Daddy.
reprioritize.
Thanks, Father. So, listeners, if you don't know, there was this whole fucking thing on Snapchat. Somehow, an ad for a game called Would You Rather was showing up on Snapchat. I didn't even know they had ads on Snapchat. That's how far along. I quit so long ago.
I have like snaps to open that I haven't opened, and I don't want to.
I deleted it so long ago.
Like as soon as Instagram had that,
The stories, yeah,
I'm like,
it's
okay,
like,
I'm all
okay,
set. Like,
yeah.
thank you, finally, like
All
a platform I can appreciate and like get behind.
I'm already on Instagram.
Exactly.
As are all of my friends.
Have I posted a story yet? No.
No. I do them sparingly. But I watch them constantly.
Yeah, I watch them. I feel like if I wanted to, I could figure it out.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good about myself.
As opposed to Snapchat, which is like...
Oh my God, it is
you have to
the
lick the screen.
Seriously, least user-friendly app I've ever used in my fucking life.
But it's designed to like keep adults out. That's why they do it like that.
Am I that old? What the fuck?
I mean...
Well, the girls on the train made me feel that way today, but...
Yeah.
I still think I'm better than them, though. They just seem terrible.
Well, they think they're better than you.
I know. Perspective.
Exactly. So the game, Would You Rather, an advertisement pops up. Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown?
Oh, that's not cool.
That is in the worst fucking taste ever. Like how... Let's say that the people that made the app, it was a fluke. They didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It's shitty advertisement.
Like
horribly offensive.
one of the jokes like slipped through the cracks that was like just for internal.
Right,
like,
we shouldn't keep that.
Yeah.
How the fuck did someone at Snapchat not intercept that and say, wait a minute, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
How did that get through their fucking advertising screening process?
I don't know.
Is there not a fucking human set of eyeballs on that shit?
Well, a human wrote it first, so...
Appalling. Absolutely appalling.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there was some backlash. Rihanna says, throw the whole appology away. She's basically saying, like, fuck Snapchat forever. Yeah. I actually I want to read a bit of her retort because I thought it was important. Now, Snapchat, I know you already know you ain't my fave app out there, but I'm just trying to figure out what the point was with this mess. I'd love to call it ignorance, but I know you ain't that dumb. You spent money to animate something that would intentionally bring shame to domestic violence victims and made a joke out of it. This isn't about my personal feelings because I don't have much of them, but all the women, children, and men that have been victims of domestic violence in the past, and especially the ones who haven't made it out, you let us down. Shame on you. Throw the whole appology away. Girl, their stock plummeted, honey. Plummeted.
Rightfully so.
Like... 4%.
I'm glad that consumers actually, or investors, not consumers, actually responded to that. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And by the way, Rihanna also just released her newest collection with Puma, and their stock is up.
Good for them. Puma in Westford.
Yeah, dirt. Is it still there?
Oh, yeah.
They used to do the outlet sales.
Yeah, the tent sale.
Do they still do it?
I think so.
I feel like
if they do, then it's coming up soon, and we should totally
go. Do you know
scam
that
it.
Elizabeth Hasselbeck from Survivor used to work at that Puma before she went on Survivor?
I don't even know who that is, but that's amazing.
Now she's on The View, the annoying younger Republican blonde lady.
Oh, I hate her.
Yeah, that's Elizabeth.
I don't know her.
You hate her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
fair
she
enough.
used to work there. And so we used to go to these like tent sales twice a year. Maybe they would do like winter stuff and summer stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like somehow it was only word of mouth. They never advertised it. And people in Westford started catching on. But then people outside of Westford started catching on. So you'd have to like be there at 5 a.m. to get anything that wasn't like a size triple XL or like ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that. So I wonder, I don't know if they still even do it. I don't know. Hard to say.
Yeah, right?
Anyway, don't fuck with Rihanna is the moral of the story. Also, while we're at it, can I say, don't fuck with my queen, Britney Spears, Mr. Kevin Federline. We need to talk about Kevin.
Oh my God. Overstepping your bounds much? Much?
Can fully not believe we know that he wants more than the child support he's already getting, which is $20,000
per child.
Is it per child?
Per child, Kenny. He gets
month.
$40,000 a month.
I thought it was 20 total.
No, Kenny. Per child. And the thing that's crazy, he's crying poor right now and explaining or his case was something along the lines of, so he goes to Brittany asking for additional alimony or additional child support.
He wants to double it.
So that because his children can see a marked difference between the lifestyles that he and Brittany lived. Like, she's a fucking lifetime pop star. Like, who the fuck are you?
Your
Backup
lifestyles
dancer.
are different.
Yeah, of course they're different. And they should be different.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be humbling for the fucking children. Who the fuck cares?
Maybe
40 grand is not
get a job, first of all, sir. Go
Seriously.
back on Celebrity Boot Camp if you need to.
Right?
Like, get
something.
Get a paycheck. Popo Zao. Like, you cannot expect to ask, what is that then? So what's $40,000 times 12
Yeah.
is like almost $500,000 a year. He wants
insane.
He wants $1 million a year just to be the father of
K-Fed.
Britney Spears' children.
Yeah.
Those kids are all set, sir. This is just for you and your fucking greedy ass.
She's crazy. She's not dumb.
Exactly. And by the way,
And her dad is crazy and not dumb.
She's still in that conservatorship. She's doing better than ever, but I got to say that conservatorship has worked for her. And they're ready to go to court over it from what I've read.
Oh yeah, she's totally
Like, no, you're not getting any more fucking
the
money from
response
me.
was like, here's a budget.
Yeah. Like, can you not? So according to The Blast, both sides sat down recently to discuss him asking for double what he gets now. Britney's team apparently had a counteroffer in the form of $0 extra dollars. Apparently after the meeting, Britney and her team forwarded a letter to K-fans. K-fans, shout out K-fans.
Are there any K fans?
Yeah, I have my good friend K-fan. I want him on the show. He's a writer. He's awesome.
Is that really?
Yeah.
That's his name?
Kevin Fanning.
Oh, no, I meant like
K-fan. That would be what they were called.
Yes,
No,
exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah, no K fans.
How many K-fans?
But he's great. Yeah.
Yeah, our K-fan is great.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Team Britney forwarded a letter to K-Fed's attorney outlining how they should be spending the current child support. Like, bitch.
Yeah. Seriously.
Put together a little Excel spreadsheet. Here's a computer.
Yeah, right.
Like,
well, the thing that kills me, like, child support is for the children. It's for the care of the children. It's not for you to live a lifestyle.
right, which is exactly what it's doing.
That's what alimony is. And guess what? You're not entitled to alimony. It doesn't sound like it.
No.
So, like,
I don't think so.
take your money and run and shut the fuck up.
K-Fed was reportedly insulted. Fuck you. I'll insult you to your face. I will end your life.
Your fucking face.
I will end your life. I'm the gnome.
I know. When you say it like that, I just find it so sweet, and I want to like squeeze your cheeks. You're like, you end my life? What?
I had back when Vine was a thing. One of my most popular Vines was a video of me saying, "Do I sound tough?" And then it cut to me going, "Go fuck yourself." Like I tried so hard to be so tough.
So tough.
Go fuck yourself.
You badass.
Adding insult to injury, Britney's team also allegedly threatened to audit K-Fed to see where his money is being spent.
Well, yeah. If the dude doesn't have a job, the
Where
money
is that
is
money?
not going towards the
$500,000
kids.
a year?
But the money is not going 100% towards the kids.
Well, not
I'm sorry.
just those kids. He's got like a bunch of the other ones.
Well, that's your other baby mama's troubles. I'm sorry. That's not.
If it were me,
Brit.
I would walk away from the entire situation having become Kevin Federline and be happy with the fact that I earn $500,000 a year.
No shit.
Don't push your luck, you fucking idiot.
Exactly. I need a beer. He makes me mad. Ow. Legs.
My legs.
I'm still dying. Sorry. Hold on.
Just a couple more quick tidbits. According to sources that have spoken to The Hollywood Reporter, Nickelodeon and Melissa Joan Hart are in early discussions to reboot Clarissa Explains It All.
What I want to know is the crocodile coming back too?
Oh, yeah, she had a little pet
Or alligator.
The tiny one, yeah, whatever one's
It was
smaller.
an alligator.
Who's going to play Ferguson?
Oh.
Maybe
don't
I
know.
hope Fergwad comes back.
Yeah, right?
Sam. Oh my God. Can you imagine what the actor who played Sam is doing right now? Probably living on a boat.
Just a guitar strings. Like everywhere he goes. Ding.
Like, sir, could you put on a shirt? I don't own one. I would if I could.
Sir, could you go through the door? Never used one.
Sir, could you take a bath? Nope.
Nope.
This is permanent. Wow. Yeah.
I'll watch it.
I would.
Is it gonna be for kids again, or is it gonna be for us?
I don't know. So here's the thing.
Is it Melissa Joan Hart too, or no?
Yeah. Well, they're talking with Melissa Joan Hart.
Is she gonna play herself, like grown up, or is she gonna play the mom now?
Sources claim that the new Clarissa will star Melissa Joan Hart as adult Clarissa with a family and kids.
Oh.
Clarissa creator Mitchell Kriegman is in talks to return to write and executive produce. And Melissa will also executive produce along with her mom, eye roll.
Okay.
We're just having a little technical trouble here with the microphones. Okay, we're good. Yeah, everything's in early development. Yeah, I'd probably watch it.
Well, all I have to say to that is na 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 na.
Ding ding ding.
All right.
Just do it.
Na.
Way cool. I loved Clarissa.
Oh my God,
She was one of the, so like
she didn't give a shit. She was cool.
All of my heroes when I was a little gaby were ladies. Starting with like Pippi Longstocking, your Dorothy's from the Wizard of Oz, your Punky Brewsters, and that evolved into like tween heroes such as Clarissa. She was a fashion icon.
Oh yeah.
She was not afraid to wear neon.
No.
She was not afraid to wear a scrunchie. Speaking of which, honey,
You know who was a scrunchy queen?
a scrunchie queen. Dur, 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 dur. It's your girl Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Or BG, sorry.
JRBG, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, has been a wearer of collars, gloves, and scrunchies for years. Recently, I mean,
if I wore a robe all day, oh God, I should just be a judge. What the fuck? This seems like my dream job.
That would be great.
Robes, collars,
Scrunchies. Does it count if you're wearing it on your wrist?
Yeah, I think so.
A scrunchie is a scrunchie.
Yeah.
It's part of its appeal is like
Totally.
my hair,
Like a corsage.
like a wrinkly. It's like if they remove the testicles from a ball sack and then you could like string it into a donut.
Oh my, yeah, that's exactly.
Depending on the color and texture, I mean,
It's like, yeah.
they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
Or scrunchies.
why differentiate when the answer's the same?
I ask stupid questions, Rory.
That's the real question here.
question.
Part of the appeal of a scrunchie is like, no, I don't have my hair up right now, so I'm just going to put it on my wrist and still look great. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we're good.
So the best thing about a scrunchie is that it doesn't leave the hard line in your hair that a regular hair elastic does.
Oh, is that really what the appeal was? Is that
I don't know. I also think it's got more flair, obviously, than like a regular goodie elastic, right?
Yeah.
But that's my attraction to it.
I mean,
And if it was more socially acceptable to wear it outside of the house, I would wear my hot pink scrunchie that I put on put my hair into a ponytail with to wash my face.
well, your girl Ruth is bringing it back.
Seriously, and she only gets them from like hoity-toity, like cream of the crop
Yeah, let me see.
European locales.
Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has been a wearer of collars, gloves, and scrunchies for years. In a piece about her
Icon.
favorite cushiony hair ties for the Wall Street Journal, the 85-year-old clarified that it's never been a trend for her. She says, "My scrunchie collection is not as large as my collar and glove collections, but scrunchies are catching up."
I'm sure that Ruth said it with the same inflection and tone
As
that
me,
you are
yeah.
saying. You're saying it right now.
Like
yes.
a true discerning collector, the most mature Supreme Court member. Does that mean old? Is she the oldest one? She's gonna.
She's up there.
You gotta hold out on us,
She is
girl.
up there.
You gotta hold on for dear
Yeah.
life, my girl. That's my girl.
Seriously though, we need her though. Like
We do
she
need her.
can't
Oh, I
die.
know.
She needs to live forever.
All jokes aside, get that scrunchie holding your heart valves together. Bitch.
Seriously.
Get that brain snatched.
Oh my God.
Keep
Your
that-
only help, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Bader Ginsburg. Oh my God, I can't even talk.
Keep that brain stem tight. Like a true discerning collector, the most mature Supreme Court member knows that scrunchie quality matters and not all scrunchies are equally made. In fact, she's got favorite scrunchie shopping cities and will not hesitate to travel for a good one.
Good girl.
She says, "My best scrunchies come from Zurich, next best London, and third best Rome."
Zurich is in Sweden, right?
Yeah, I
The
think so.
Swedes know a good scrunch.
They know how to keep that shit together.
Yeah, well, they ride bikes a lot, so I assume that they want something that they can put their hair up while they're riding a bike that won't leave marks in their hair.
Oh wow!
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh wow! You just like cracked the code.
I
feel
know.
like.
That's totally it.
Wow!
Seriously.
Wow! Well,
Yeah.
scrunchies are coming back.
Yeah.
Clarissa will make sure of it. I'm sure.
I hope so. God, if that's her contribution to society, it better be that.
She's kind of a dickhead, Melissa
Is she?
Joan Hart. Yeah.
Is she?
She's had a couple instances that were just like
Uncalled for?
like judging moms and like being a dick, like celebrity dickhead, like in public place moves, like on a plane.
The only mom you can judge is like Tan Mom.
I judge her. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I want to know where she's getting all of her Tannington. They do a great job.
Okay.
Listeners, are you planning your upcoming spring and summer travels like Rory is going to DC?
Yay.
Well, bitch, we've got you covered. I am a proud reader of A Cup of Joe, which is mom blog.
Really?
Why do I read it? I have no fucking idea. Like once in a great while, she posts like design tips or like, this is a cute throw pillow. And I'm like, okay. But most of the time she's posting shit like this. So I wanted to quickly read 15 great reader comments on travel from rich white ladies, which is who all of these people are.
My favorite was the chunky stick, but continue.
What's the chunky stick?
No, the chubby stick thing.
Is that on here?
Yes, it is.
I didn't read any of this yet. Danielle says, with regards to planning or not, whether I'm traveling with friends and family, we take turns having people be in charge for the day. What we do, when we eat, how we get there, etc. It's nice because it prevents the planner personalities from feeling like they're running the whole trip and lets the more relaxed personalities have an unstructured day. And for everyone to see the benefits of both. Danielle, I will end you. If you want an itinerary that includes day off, bitch, draw it in. If you're traveling with people that don't want to plan, then do that. You will catch me with the full, like, day one, we're here, we're doing this. Nighttime, free time.
Oh, well,
day
then
two,
I've got your kindred spirit.
Oh, what is this? Is this your itinerary
This is my
for DC?
itinerary.
Honey. Like, and then, but when we went to Iceland, I had something similar to this and then gave it to our travel agent. And I was like, can you put some stuff together? And then they did, and I was like, I actually think I'm just going to do my own thing. I was like, I think I actually figured it out better than you can, but thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
my
so
travel
much.
agent also happens to be my brother-in-law. Oops.
Yeah.
This looks fantastic, though. This is
not a friend of the pod. No,
yeah. He will not find out about this podcast. That looks amazing.
I know, right? I opened it up and I was like, holy shit. Ugh.
You're going to have so much fun, though.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Well, listen to these tips so you know exactly how to do it.
I know.
Tracy, on Acting Like a Pro, says, I love packing in a color scheme so you can mix and match clothes. For a trip to Hawaii, I packed Old Navy and white with bits of black and pink.
No. Old Navy?
Oh. I was like, I packed only navy and white with bits of black and pink. I jokingly called it nautical ballerina.
Aye, sailor. Oh my God, she is obnoxious, first of all.
Nautical black swan.
I mean, how many... The only color scheme I could do a full week of is like black.
Black everything, I feel like. So I have realized that in recent weeks, maybe months, probably years, as I am learning how to define my fashion, I am fully just becoming like a young person from the 80s, like an asexual, like light jeans, chunky sweater, like vintage sneakers,
like what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah,
basically.
Just don't go fucking like khakis, sir. Really, khakis?
Trying too hard.
Is it Easter?
You're trying too hard.
I will allow khakis on Easter. Like to me, the worst thing is when someone dresses up, for instance, at a wedding and they're wearing like khakis and a dress shirt with a sweater over it. It's like, ew. Like,
who wears a sweater to a wedding?
I feel like that happens all the time. Or like,
really?
they wear a dress shirt, but they don't have a jacket, so it's just a dress shirt and khakis. And of course, they're like,
are you playing golf or are you at a wedding? Go fuck yourself.
Who like at a wedding, wear a suit. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
In life, just wear jeans and like something simple. Don't be a freak. Like, don't be a jerk.
I know.
Get some fashion sense. Less is more, people.
Yeah.
These are trying times. We don't need a fucking pocket square, girl.
I try to wear something that you're not going to like look back on and say,
be like, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's good to be trendy and on point, but you do that with little pieces that you
can rotate,
accentuate,
rotate in and out of your wardrobe.
Exactly. And then you've got the classic pieces that are tried and
timeless.
true that
Fit
will be
you perfect.
timeless. Exactly.
You invest in them. They might be a little more expensive, but
like,
you wear them forever.
how do I get those now that fit me perfect? Oh my God.
If anyone's still wearing like those big fucking harem pants, shout out. Let's hear it. Why are you still rocking them? You love them? Everything's good. You still pulling with coconut oil in your mouth too? Cynthia says, you remember oil pulling? I got you with that one, right?
Did. Oh my God.
You know who?
Bitch, please.
Whoever came up with that, probably coconut oil, but girl, they made money.
Oh my God. It was Spectrum.
I tried it. I won't lie. I was like, my teeth, I guess, feel shiny.
but I gained 6 pounds.
But
How did this happen?
I've never been bigger.
You're not supposed to drink it.
And I'm the asshole with like swiveling fucking coconut oil around in my mouth for 10 minutes at a time.
Right?
Don't puke though.
I know.
It ruins it. Cynthia says, I like Clinique's chubby sticks.
Yeah.
Since that way you only have to bring one eyeshadow on a trip.
Why has Cynthia got to sound dumb and southern?
Oh, okay, sorry. I like Clinique's chubby sticks. Since that way you only have to bring one eyeshadow on a trip. The color lasts all day. Plus it's buildable, so you can make it as intense as you like. I rub the color on my ring finger and then apply it. Lotsa Latte is a great natural shade.
That's that last one about rubbing on your finger.
Oh, honey.
That sounds pretty sexual.
Natural shade, honey. Honey. Honey, shade, honey.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I am all ready for Kate telling me about living like a local. Got it around. Do you want to read it?
Oh my God.
Do you want to read like a rich lady?
I do. Okay. All right.
Just keep an eye on this to make sure it keeps going.
Okay. One night on the California coast, I was driving through a town and saw a stream of people heading into an innocuous looking place. Just a door along a blank wall. There was a sign outside. Inside, there was a sign outside. Yeah, so that's not just a... Okay, whatever, fine,
period.
bitch. Okay, sorry. No, I thought she was going to say, like, there wasn't a sign outside.
Oh.
Like, it was so super hidden and whatever. Sorry.
There's a typo.
Stupid.
It says there was sign outside.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm like tripping over this. Sorry. There was a sign outside. Did you see that I put that in there?
Yeah, I did,
okay. Inside, there's a swirling staircase with velvet floor-length curtains along the wall and a room packed to the gills with people.
Oh,
when I edged my way to the bar, I realized that they had a menu, so I ordered the scallops and had one of the most delicious dinners of my entire trip. Love, love, love just wandering. So usually restaurants have a menu.
Yeah.
And usually they'll give it to you if you ask them for it. That's just like standard practice.
Plus, isn't line culture dead? Like,
I don't know, but also like usually there's like a sign on outside of a building when there's a restaurant there, and it tells you that it's a restaurant. And like
she says there was a sign outside.
Yeah,
maybe it means there was no sign outside.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay, that makes more sense.
Fuck you,
Ready, but hold on. Oh no,
sorry. Yeah, there's one more. Do
that
the other one.
By Nina. Okay. I always make a point of going to the local supermarket wherever I'm visiting. In Vietnam, you can buy delicious beer for $1. In Venice, you can buy a bottle of Bellini for just a few euro. And in the U.S., there are aisles and aisles of frozen pizza.
In the U.S., girl.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
I think this is Canadian.
Maybe. It is Cup
Is that
of
what
Joe.
we're known for? Is that why you travel to the U.S. to get aisles and aisles of pizza?
Frozen pizza?
I would do it, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's some other better things here, but
this lady's
maybe
digestive
not.
system is
maybe
like
not anymore.
Steel. On airplane rituals, my biggest tip is on an international flight. Another typo.
I know it.
Natalie says, my biggest tip on an international flight is to eat and sleep as if you're already in the time zone of your destination. It's the best way to be jet lagged. Bitch, how often do I leave the country?
The thing that kills me is like to be this like rich and white, like, can you fix the typos first?
Right.
What the fuck?
Let me write into my blog about why I love travel and what my travel tips are.
Right?
Gross. Maybe I'll be featured on my favorite Canadian blog called The Cup of Joe because only ladies in Canada are named Joe. I go to Canada for the ladies named Joe with lifestyle blogs about having it all. Oh my God, sorry.
Every time I fly international, I make my way to duty free. I make sure I have a clean face, and then I use all the free samples of the fancy creams I could never afford. La Mer, just before jetting off to Newark. Don't mind if I do.
No, okay. I see the point with La Mer.
No, I'm sorry. You're going international and you're going to Newark, New Jersey? This is Canadian. This is bullshit. Like, no, flying international is not Newark.
Is Newark where they all like connect from Canada to go?
I guess I don't. This seems like highly.
Must be. I've been reading this blog for years,
suspect.
and I don't. But here's the thing about this: La Mer, yes, sure, it's expensive, it's beautiful. Put it on your face. If you're flying international, the last thing you're going to catch me doing is putting my grubby hands in some
tester,
some sample shit at duty free. Are you kidding me?
No.
Hell no. That's how you get bird flu, girl. I don't think so.
I used to be a devout anti-travel pillow person, but I bit the bullet and bought a super soft inflatable travel pillow. You can adjust the firmness and it's life changing.
Allison.
That does sound pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you, Allison.
Have you seen those ostrich pillows where you literally put your fucking head in this like receptacle,
like you're buried in the sand, and it's like a puff,
and you could put your hands in there too, so you could like do this type of thing.
And see, I should get one of those because leaning as opposed to reclining is how I fly.
They also have these inflatable pillows that it's literally like a wedge that you would put on the tray table and lean on that.
What a good idea.
I know.
That's
what you need to try.
That's how I sleep when I fly.
Yeah.
Although if you're really at the mercy of the person in front of you not being an asshole and reclining all the fucking way, which turns out 95% of the fucking time they do.
I mean, I don't think that's an asshole thing. It's meant to recline for a reason.
I never recline because I don't want to encroach on the person behind me's space.
Well, stop being a pussy.
It's not being a pussy, it's being polite.
I don't believe that's true.
Okay.
I actually think that this wedge pillow thing might be better if the person is leaning, because it's getting even closer to you. So there's even more to, but you might thank the person in front of you for reclining.
Depends.
For leaning in and cuddling with you. Are they going
to play with their recline every 15 minutes for the entire flight?
Well, if they do that, then they're assholes.
Okay.
It's like you recline and then you stay there for the duration of the flight. And if you move, then you're an asshole, because I've got a fucking drink on this and I've got my 3 nips lined up, and go fuck yourself.
I've got a special order for these. On traveling with kids.
Oh, ugh. Can we skip that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking on a budget.
Okay.
Pick one meal a day to eat at a restaurant and grocery shop and eat on the cheap side for the other 2. It saves so much money and it makes that one meal a little more special.
That's true. That's what we did in Iceland.
That's too much effort. I'm sorry.
Well, we had to in Iceland because it was so expensive there.
We did that in France, but like we did that because
everything there is delicious.
Everything is fucking delicious. The cheese and the wine is dirt cheap.
It's all you need.
Everything else is super expensive, but like all you need is like toilet paper, cheese, and wine. So you're all set.
Do you know that's, speaking of rich white lady shit to say, I really fell in love with wine the first time I went to Paris. It's true, because I was like, where's the Diet Coke? And they're like, well, it's $8 for a glass of Diet Coke here. But you could get wine for $4. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, wine it is. And that's how I started drinking wine.
Did you know the original Coca-Cola had wine in it? It was like a wine cocaine drink.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah.
Can we bring back like old Coke?
Yeah.
Can we just like, shouldn't Coca-Cola have like
been
old
drinking
Coke?
Old Coke tonight.
You didn't share any?
Wine
what
and
the
cocaine.
Fuck? No.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's each read one of these going for it.
All right, you go.
Do you want Erica or Anne?
I'll do Erica, you do Anne.
Okay. I flew to Paris alone. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a rich white lady's tip on going for it when you travel. I flew to Paris alone 4 years ago. I was so lonely at times, but was one of the most liberating things I've done. I met new friends and had a magical time. Even bumped into Bill Murray in a side street around midnight near the sun. Totally recommend solo traveling. Travel solo, you meet Bill Murray. Great tip, Anne.
You can rely on that tip to be... What? You can rely on that to always pan out, right? You're always going to meet...
Travel alone.
Bill Murray in an alley.
You might meet Bill Murray in an alley. You might face existential dread. You never know.
If you drink enough of that wine, you'll definitely meet Bill Murray in an alley.
Liberating.
Liberating.
Thanks, Anne.
My dad is a geography professor, and so I've learned so many things from him about traveling. His best advice was just to do it. It doesn't have to be big, expensive productions. It doesn't have to be a big, expensive production. It should just speak to your sense of adventure and for the love of all that's holy, wear comfortable shoes.
Oh my gosh, how can I forget about wearing comfortable shoes?
Sorry, I didn't know she was going for that. And for the love of all that's holy, please wear comfortable shoes. Ugh. Oh my God.
Thanks, Erica. Well, now I feel ready to travel and take on the world. Suck Bill Murray's dick in an alley.
Ooh, that sounds luxurious and international, like Newark.
I've been, just like Newark.
I suck dick.
I suck dick for frozen pizzas in Newark.
Can we make that into our next sticker?
Suck dick.
No one does it like you do.
Suck dick for frozen pizza in Newark. Ooh. Don't forget comfortable shoes. Ooh. A rich white lady.
Oh my God.
Sucks dick, Bill Murray.
Next week on the show, our guest, Bill Murray. And we suck his dick.
I'm sad.
Per the contract of him coming over. No.
Here's my Bill Murray impression. I'm sad. Thanks for the head. It's good, right? Did I do my Jennifer Aniston impression on the show?
Yeah. Sure. Sure. My God.
I think that's real. I'm onto something with that. Honey.
Oh, hold on.
Honey.
Hold on. Hello?
Can you send me the address?
Oh, God. Yes, I'll send you the address. Love you. Bye.
Such a brat. It's nice of him to pick you up, though.
Yeah. Super
You should text them the address to, like...
down the street.
No, even worse. Like, I don't know, like London.
The moon.
Yeah. Follow this map.
Sending you to the moon.
Well, that means we have to wrap it up pretty quick, and we have so much to do still.
We get 20 minutes.
Yeah. Some dork with way too much time is introducing a crowdfunded Yeezy dating app, which he'll be launching to allow fellow Kanye West stans to find love rooted in their mutual respect of, quote, the genius Mr. Kanye West. Due to premiere this month, the dating app will also keep up the feud between Kanye West and Taylor Swift, as the homepage states that fans of the singer are banned from using the site or the app. Are you gonna? That's right. Are you gonna download the Yeezy dating app? That's some dork. See, I thought that Yeezy was branding it and was like, I'm coming out with a dating app. Brilliant. My next move. And I was like,
I know.
No, it's just some dork who's like, I'm making a dating, like Plenty of Fish or Grindr or whatever. It's like, I'm into hairy dudes. Like, I'm into like licking assholes, but only if they're pink. Like, this one is like, you have to be a Kanye fan to be on this dating site. Watch it be like the biggest fucking thing.
Are there enough like passionate Kanye people that
Probably.
like really
catch me with the Bjork dating app? I'll
exactly, but like those would be passionate people as opposed to like Kanye. It's kind of like, well, I guess he's a douchebag, but I kind of like his music sometimes. So
I
like
think he has
okay.
a lot of very like adamant like.
I guess so.
He's still like cool to like, you know,
He's
like
a punk.
I mean, he's had some mental health issues lately, I think. So I wish him well, but I'm not a fan. I think that his lyrics are like so offensive, and that's coming from someone who
totally
loves to offend and be offended.
Yeah.
I listen to his music and I'm like, this is not.
Yeah, no, he makes some poor decisions.
Yeah, but he still gets like 10s on Pitchfork every time he drops something.
Well, the thing is,
his
just like
fashion line is bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's ugly and stupid and pointless.
Overpriced.
Fucking pointless.
It's sweatpants. It's like
it's pointless.
It's beige sweatpants.
There were 0 points.
Where are the points?
0. There's none. They don't exist. Kenny.
How many points does he get? None. Not 1. 0. 0. 0. Done.
Yay.
We stand Erica Jane in this house.
Yeah.
What are your favorite apps right now? I guess we won't be downloading the Yeezy app, but I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
It's called Sonic Forces.
Ooh.
And you get to play as Sonic or Knuckles or Tails or whoever, and it's basically like a race to the finish line, and you play against 3 other people live. But you like go around loops and loops, and you collect rings, and you can like shoot things at each other.
Oh my God, I'm totally downloading this.
It's so fun. Like at first I downloaded it, I was like, okay, that's pretty cute. But as you play it more and more, you get better and better at it, and it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I know.
Sonic Forces, checking out. I'm no longer playing my cookie run. It was a good run. No pun.
Yeah.
In ton.
They only last so long.
Yeah.
You can only be into these games for so long. Like right now, I am living and dying for Crunch Time.
Crunch Time?
Yeah, which is about cats. And you're basically feeding cats. The game is about feeding cats.
Oh.
And there's really, really cute cat animations in it. And like as soon as you download the app, you have these cute cat emojis that are like automatically in your keyboard. That like they don't even ask your permission. Like, hey, we're gonna like put this keyboard in your phone. And you're like, okay, that's fine. Like they don't even ask you, but they do it. But it's still fine. I'm okay with that.
You sent me some of them, and they're so cute.
I love that little black cat.
Little
that
black
just like
scratchy cat.
Oh my God, I love him so much.
Now, did you ever play Neko Katsume? I wonder if it's similar.
Probably, but I want it.
Neko Katsume is a Japanese game, and they've since released an English version. But when I was playing it, it was still in Japanese, which it made it like impossible to really know what was going on. But basically, you like buy toys and treats and things, and you build a sweet cat house for all the cats to come by. And when the cats come by and you feed them, they give you treats like toys, like they give you things in return.
Oh,
like
that's fun.
Gifts and stuff.
Oh my God, if only my cat gave me things besides like squirrel tails and bird bakes.
Ew.
Well, my
What's
old
a
cat did.
bird
He doesn't.
bake?
A bird beak.
Oh, a bird beak.
Yeah.
Bird bake. I want to play though. You said it's like super addictive.
Oh my God, it's super addictive.
What's it called?
Crunch Time.
Crunch Time.
It's
Do they
super
call
sweet.
it Crunch Time because it's like, oh, high pressure, gotta do it.
No, it's about cats crunching cat food.
Crunch and munch.
It's like it's basically like look at the like this is like
oh
crunchy.
right, it's Simon's Cat.
Yeah.
Which was, did you ever see the Simon's Cat like YouTube videos?
No.
They're like little animated shorts, and it's like, oh, this is why cats are annoying. It's like, wow, wow, wow.
Oh, so yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Oh, okay.
It's just like that.
Fun.
I don't know what that is, but that's perfect.
Yeah, I will so download that.
It's basically Meow Mix in a game.
Dude.
Like it should be sponsored by Meow Mix.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
When Jensen eats his dry food.
Meow 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 meow.
And we hear him in that. You hear him.
Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Matthew and I will look at each other and say, he's crunching and munching.
My other well, first of all, do you remember the My Summer Break?
My
app?
Summer break.
Oh my God, you
Oh,
introduced
yes.
me to
Oh
My
my
Summer
God,
Break.
I was
And then I became
obsessed.
like, oh my God. And I played to the end and I won. And I was so
You
excited.
won?
Yeah, I was the Summer Queen.
Oh, right.
No, well, I mean, you won too.
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, eventually there was no game to it. It was just like logging on, hitting a couple buttons, and like buying a dress.
And you
or
would like
something.
date more and more clout people.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you'd have to like
dumping this guy
Yes,
to like
yes,
date this
yes.
guy that was like the lifeguard at the beach.
And you would like buy clothes or something. I feel like
something
maybe
like that. Well, the other one was the
Stargirl.
Yeah, that was Star. Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot about Star. That was the
we
app.
might need to bring that back.
Well, I feel like Stargirl was what the Kim Kardashian game became. Did you ever play the Kim game?
No, I didn't, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I will never forget that was the game that I was obsessed with on my wedding day, because like as we're in between like getting the tuxes or like putting on the boutonniere, I'd open up the fucking Kim Kardashian game. But it's similar where
She
it's
was
like,
a part of your special day.
She really was.
Oh my God.
But it was similar where you would like level up and collect outfits and go on events and stuff. But I loved Stargirl. Oh my God.
The only other thing that I have app wise that is interesting to me right now is Time Hop, obviously, right?
I don't have Time Hop.
No?
Isn't it
So
the
it's-
same thing as like the Facebook?
Yeah, so it was before Facebook did that.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of those things that I wake up in the morning, and that's one of the first things I do to help myself wake up is like, okay, let me look at Time Hop. And I'm kind of proud of myself because it's such a habit that I just hit my like 101 time hops in a row that I checked
They
it.
incentivize you.
Yes, they do. But they invited me to be part of their beta study.
Hey.
So they're like, we're going to send you an email with our beta app. Like, try it
wow.
out and give us feedback. So I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Check
I'll let
you
you know.
out.
I'm like, the only company that has invited me, like, we need your feedback specifically.
We need you.
Besides, my health plan is fucking Time Hop.
They're like, you seem like creepily into our app.
Exactly. Like, you just really are living in the past. We need you.
I wonder if this is what it felt like to be a Yelp elite.
Right? I'm the mayor of my own time hop.
I've eaten at every spaghetti restaurant in the tri-state area.
Spaghetti restaurant.
I am Yelp elite. I remember going to a restaurant one and people next to me like ordering everything on the menu and wearing Yelp t-shirts like, I'm Yelp elite. Like,
oh my God,
sure
that's like a South Park episode.
I'm sure you go to Amazing Mixers.
Yeah, right? Ugh.
We've got a couple listener questions.
We do?
Yeah, they're.
Like real ones or like fake ones you found on the internet that you're trying to pawn off as listener questions?
No, we got emails. I haven't done that in a long time.
Has anybody requested a sticker yet?
No, you only get a sticker if you you only get a sticker if you leave us a voicemail hinties. So you can reach us at 828-KFrank8.
828-KFrank8.
We'll send you a sticker. Let me know.
Yeah.
I've got a gang of them here. We'll send you some other goodies.
Yeah.
You can also email me like these listeners did. 2 in 1 week. I was like, oh
my God.
In it.
What are they saying?
So, we can give you advice. We can not give you advice.
We can comment on something.
Yeah, whatever.
We could, tell you why you're stupid about something if you really want us to.
Yeah,
but like tell us you want that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're not going to try to be mean.
Yeah, we'll try not to be too mean. So let's just jump right into it. Hey, Kenny and Rory. I just wanted to quickly say hello and thank you for keeping up with the pod. No, thank you for keeping up with the pod.
Seriously.
Whoa. Kind of shady.
I know, right? Oh, shit.
I always feel like I'm hanging out right here with you and smile alone in my car like a weirdo for most of the show.
I love it.
Thank you. I have a listener question. I think you've been doing the podcast for about a year now. My question is, what have you learned?
Oh, that came up in my time hop.
Oh, it did?
It did.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I've noticed on Facebook where it's like, oh, I posted an episode this time last year.
Yeah.
So we've been doing it for at least a year.
At least a year. It's a little bit more.
More than a year, yeah.
Almost a year and a half, I want to say.
My question is, what have you learned about producing a podcast? Do you have any tips for someone who might be considering jumping into the podcast game? With lots of John Goodman hugs and Britney Spears kisses.
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
That's merch.
Oh my God.
Your friend Funky Dineva.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're the best.
I know. Thank you so much.
Can we totally like steal that?
Yeah. John Goodman hugs and Britney Spears kisses.
And by the way, Roseanne on Hulu is the best thing that ever happened to my life.
Is it out? I forgot that it's even out.
So I haven't seen the new one yet, but like just the old.
Oh, having access to that.
Amazing.
They don't have the whole thing though, I don't think.
Really?
Last time I checked. Or maybe that was Netflix because Netflix had it for a while.
So season 1 is I'm like living and dying for it. It's so amazing.
Roseanne is one of those shows that I literally just could watch. Pick
Forever.
it up for wherever we left off until they win the lottery, and then
I know then it's all dream episode crazy.
You kind of actually lose me at Darlene's wedding with the heart attack, but
I know.
whatever.
Because who wants to live a life without John Goodman,
right? And who wants to pretend that Sarah Gilbert
and
is
not
straight?
Dan Connor, yeah,
we get it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for asking. What have you learned about producing a podcast?
Make stickers. Get people to want them.
One of the big things that I learned after we launched is that you're supposed to have 3 episodes like in the canon released like all at once ready to go because apparently that helps you like get noticed by iTunes quicker.
Okay.
Didn't know that at the time. So if I were to do it,
learning curve.
If I were to do it again, I would definitely recommend that. Get your content. The way that we did it, we like just did a couple dry runs, never aired those. I still have the recordings. Maybe we'll do a little throwback segment where we listen to them, and could be fun. But we just sort of like felt it out, started getting comfortable with the process. I think that's huge.
Mm-hmm. Finding your voice.
Yeah, and know what you want to say. I mean, like, we've sort of been playing as we go. Are we improv comedians? Are we talking about the news? Are we just shooting the shit like friends? Are we having guests? Are we not? We kind of just do it all.
Yeah.
And
poorly.
I think we do nothing well, but everything fine.
Yeah. Jack of all trades.
Jack off and trade.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's our kind of frankly, jack off and trade.
Oh my God, that's another t-shirt.
Jack off and trade.
Yes.
Wow, we're really cranking them out today.
Yeah, right? Good thing we're recording.
Yeah. I would say if the other thing I would say is probably have an audio geek in your back pocket, because the unsung hero of this whole podcast is Matthew, who
absolutely
wrote us this gorgeous theme song.
Oh my God, so much fun.
I still listen to, I tried to, no tea, no shade, but there are a couple queens from RuPaul that have recently released podcasts in the past week, in fact. And so many people hop on the podcast thing and they have built-in listeners, but the quality of the recording is really bad.
Really?
Yeah, really bad. It makes it more as we've had all these audio technical difficulties today. But
yeah, I know, but you don't want to stick with it as a listener if it's painful to hear.
You hear the echo of the room, or they're just sort of shooting the shit without, they're argue. I was listening to Bob the Drag Queen's new podcast. Sorry, shade, all full shade. And
oh yeah, he's listening. It's fine.
I know. Sorry, Bob. It's a podcast with Monet Exchange, who's going to be on season 10. Hopefully she does well. She seems great. But the podcast is literally just them arguing about how celebrities should react at meet and greet. It's just I'm not interested in this. I don't know. Too much of a good thing is too much, Yeah. So
yeah.
My point is, you got to get the quality of the recording top notch, and luckily I have a professional musician husband who takes care of that for me.
Seriously.
So have an audio geek.
It's the messaging, right? It's the content, and then you have to be gorgeous.
You have to be gorgeous, because you see,
people are seeing you.
There are cameras on all the time. Wait,
I know.
Actually, Rory, I don't know if you know this. We don't roll cameras during the podcast. You never.
Why the fuck am I here?
I've been wondering for the past year and a half why you've been wearing ball caps. I just thought it was your signature look, darling.
What the fuck?
I mean, the diamonds are gorge, honey. You look great.
I've had enough of this.
Rory's I've spent $20,000 on hair and makeup for nothing.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Yeah, and I randomly...
I'm wearing a sack right now. Don't worry.
No, you look great.
Thanks.
Looking great. Yeah, I think we've learned a lot over the past year.
Definitely.
And more to do. Got to get that branding going. It's a time suck. So make sure that you have the vision, the effort, the time devoted to it, and go for it.
Yeah. Try not to get too wasted.
We've done that. That's been part of the experiment. I feel though, it's are we gonna put on the green screen? Are we gonna drink? Are we gonna do both?
Yeah.
I think for at least at first, I feel like it helped us sort of get comfortable.
Yes.
With just sort of, because we really are just having a fucking conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have
shit.
Sometimes we have an outline of
there's a
things
structure
we want to talk
maybe
about.
Sometimes, but not.
And sometimes there's not. Sometimes it's just you want to get together and talk for an hour. And sometimes one works and sometimes one doesn't, and sometimes the opposite is true.
And find the people that are good, that you have a good not rapport with, chemistry. Yes, exactly.
Definitely,
and
chemistry.
You can bounce things off of them, and
don't do a one-person podcast.
No,
you're just talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do a podcast if you're a dude with another dude, because the last thing the world needs is two more dudes talking.
Nobody needs more dudes.
No one fucking needs that.
No,
Sorry, not to be a jerk, but no one needs that.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll say is
promote our podcast on your podcast.
Yeah, we can do a little cross promo.
Absolutely.
If you launch one and you want us to come on, or if you want to come over and be a guest.
You suck my dick, I'll suck yours.
Happy to help. It's
totally cool with that.
Podcast community, Jack and trade.
Yeah, right? Circle jerk.
Jack off and trade.
Jack off and trade, bitch.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my God, I really want that t-shirt.
I like it, yeah.
I like it a lot.
I've got a gang of
I know you do.
outlines, so that we'll get there.
Yeah, I know.
One last thing I will say is you got to turn it on. You got
to be fancy.
You got to turn it on. You might not want to do it.
You got to get that razzle dazzle.
It's just like being in a show or on, a part of anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes being at work, sometimes you don't want to do it, but you do it.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on, which is what we do. What's going on, Ro?
I'm just asking what his ETA is. His ETA is.
A D2
Because I do want that weed.
Oh, yeah. One last question.
Yeah, what's the question?
So I went through our Curious Cat, which was our old submit a question, and I hadn't looked at it forever, and there was a question there. So I was like, oh, okay,
wow.
Answer that. What is your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie? Scream. Scream's a great scary movie. I think my favorite, I would qualify it as scary because the first time I watched it, I was very scared. And it's also, to me, also just aesthetically, it does such a good job of capturing the time frame that it's set in, which is the 1980s. Speaking of aesthetic, it's called House of the Devil, and it's sort of a slow burn, but when it gets scary, to me, it gets like pretty fucked up scary. And it has that grainy 80s feel, but it was made in, I think, like late 2000s maybe.
Oh, really?
So love that. Could watch it a ton. Maybe not the absolute scariest movie I've ever seen, but I high rewatchability there for me.
I am not the person to ask this question.
You're not a scary movie queen.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not opposed to them, but it's not something I've ever really like sought out, and it's not something that like I'm. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever been so scared by a movie? Like I remember when I was a kid and like Nightmare on Elm Street.
I watched The Ring by myself.
Oh, were you scared?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
It was like high school.
A Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, The Ring.
Yeah, that is a scary movie.
It was scary.
In 7 days, you'll see the ring.
Yeah, right. And then you'll die.
Right. Like,
Yeah, that was scary.
unless you like pass it on to someone else or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
But just scary movies were never my thing. I like to be scared, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I remember sneaking down to watch Nightmare on Elm Street when I knew I wasn't supposed to, and like hiding behind the couch and peeking over and watching it, and then like pissing like my pants, not literally, but like basically crying myself to sleep and
Really?
awake because I was so scared.
See, I'm more of like the psychological thrillers, like that sort of thing, like the like where you're just like somebody's chasing,
Yeah,
like that thing, like that I can relate more to because I feel like I'll be a victim of a violent crime at some
True.
point.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm not a fan of things that are like ghosts or like monsters. Yeah, that anything that goes into like the paranormal or like that doesn't really spook me out that much. Like a jump scare in a ghost movie, sure, sometimes you'll get me.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually like terrified by that.
It's more the psycho thing.
You know what it is like a movie that reminds me of my own actual fears, like enclosed spaces, for instance. Like
I will never watch Saw. I
I never saw those. I feel like they're sort of in
I just remember seeing
class A.
I mean, well, you know me, and
because it's like torture.
limbs.
It's
I can't.
it's torture stuff.
I can't.
There's a movie called The Descent, which is fantastic.
It's like a sci-fi thing, right?
Kind of, yeah. They're like active outdoor ladies. They go spelunking and they get kind of lost in a cave, and then bad things start happening.
Oh, you told me we talked about this recently.
Did we?
Yes.
It's so good. And there's one scene where they're like lost in a cave. Basically, where already I'm like, oh girl, hell no. Like enclosed spaces, not knowing where or how you'll get out. Fuck that. And then they get to a very tight like tunnel, and they're trying to like one by one crawl through, and then they start hearing rumbling in the cave, and like rocks are falling, and one of them gets stuck because it's so tight that they can't even crawl through. Rory, like that is true terror to me.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
dark because they're in this cave, so all they have is like
The
the
headlamps?
flashlights on their headlamps.
Oh my god.
Girl.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That is terror. That is terror.
The hair on the back of my neck, just like I know.
That's scary. Whew, girl.
Does it end okay?
No, not at all.
Is there paranormal stuff?
No, I wouldn't say paranormal, but I will say that there are things that happen in the cave that like you're already scared and then weirder things start happening. But like it's vague. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But that is a fucking scary fucking movie. The Descent.
But not paranormal at all.
I wouldn't say not paranormal at all. I would say that it does lean into like that could never really happen.
Okay. Okay.
But
I'm intrigued.
it doesn't even go into like, whoa, really? Until very late in the game.
Really?
Yeah, for me.
Ah.
So check out The Descent if you
Okay.
want like true terror. Check out House of the Devil if you're looking for like an artsy slow burn scare. Check out Nightmare on Elm Street Elm Street if you're 4 years old and you want to piss your pants. Check out Scream if you want just something that's cute and clever.
Like popcorn.
Yeah. Love
No.
Courtney Cox in that movie.
I love that. Like, my favorite thing about Scream was that it was marketed as I have 6 minutes. It was marketed as Drew Barrymore being the star, and then she was dead in the first 5 minutes.
What a
so great, right?
Stunt queen.
Totally.
Yeah, Scream's a great movie too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everyone's seen that. Anyway, thanks for writing in, listeners, and thank you for listening, writers. Always a pleasure. You can reach us at 828-KFrank8.
828-KFrank8.
You can email us at kennethfrankly@gmail.com. Until next time, have a great time.
I'm peeing my pants.
Jack off and trade.
Jack off and trade, motherfucker.
With lots of John Goodman hugs and Britney Spears kisses. Mwah.
Ah.